Child, I don't know why when I be out and about by myself, people be so shocked. They be like, well, where's your wife? I'm like, wait a minute. I have a separate life from her. Listen, guys, I make sure that me and my wife give each other space to do whatever it is that we need to do so that we don't get tired of each other. That's how our relationship works. We give each other space. My wife get up and go her way. I get up and go my way. And then we still date, and, go out and, do things with each other, go to the movies. Dating is so important in a relationship. You can never stop dating. That shit is important. And I know some people don't have time to do it in their relationship because they either working hard or going to school or whatever it is they doing. But child, enough talking about that. Let's talk about this. Hey guys, hey, this is Nay. Follow me on IG, Periscope, Twitter, Spreaker, and support me on Patreon at Nay Rob on YouTube. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, comment respectfully, and subscribe. Now, let's talk about fucking up and not down. So, I realize that not everybody understands the full specs or, specifications of fucking up and not down. And I believe that some people believe that it's just limited to sex and making sure you get with the person that got the money and blah, blah, blah. Listen, let me explain to you guys what this means, right? And I want you guys to participate. And, I know y'all probably listening to this on the way to work, but, you can comment later. But anyway, fucking up and not down is basically another way of saying, is this person equally yoked with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, let me give you an example. And ladies, I need your participation for this. Put the comment below and tell me with this first example, what would you do? So what's going on is you're a single woman, right? And you've been fucking down with this dude named Leroy. Leroy done dragged you through the mud, child. He done crashed your car. He done, used your credit card all up. The DDMFs out there. You know what it is. It may not be to that far over there to the left, but you know how sometimes we messing with somebody we have no business messing with. And it's either because the sex is good, or physically he looks good, or we just have Stockholm syndrome in our head where we're addicted to trying to make this dude do the right thing. Now, he may have his own house, his own car. He may have those things. He may be financially secure, or he may not be. But he's not doing right by you. Nobody is perfect. Nobody. But they have 3 or more things as to why you need to walk away from this dude, right? Now, you single, because the ninja ain't married you. He ain't bunned you. He just coming around from time to time, itching your scratch. Scratching your itch. That's it. He just come around from time to time. He just itch your scratch. He don't really do nothing with your kids. All of that, right? But then, because you're single, you meet this guy. Fabulous guy. Not fabulous, but nice guy. He says what he's trying to do is he's trying to be married. That's his overall goal. And the thing about it is, he's not throwing you in a trick bag, because some of these ninjas will trick you and tell you that he want to be married. And for real, he making you think that he want to be married, so you'll put your insurance or put his car on your insurance, or he needs you to co-sign for his car or something like that. It's always, just DDMF BS. But you are sitting there. This guy is literally dating you. He's taking you out on dates. He has been around for 3 months, And the thing about him is this. He has admitted to you that he has had a bisexual experience in his life, or a gay experience in his life. But he has wined you, dined you. If you said your tire was flat, he ran around there and he got that mug fixed for you. He, if you be like, oh, damn, I can't do this or I can't do that. He has been there for you financially. He has supported you. He's even been there with you as a friend when, maybe you had a loss in your family, right? And he has been all those things to you, a friend. Now, you haven't had sex with this guy because in the back of your mind, you still thinking he's had a gay experience. I want you all to put in the notes, why would you accept this one? Why would you accept all this messed up stuff by this dude right here on the left? Who done some real cruddy stuff to you. You done caught him with another woman. He didn't even use your credit card. You couldn't find him for 3 days. Whatever the case may be. But the only thing that's wrong with this dude right here on the right is that he had a bisexual experience. This is what I mean when I say fuck up, not down. People choose to pick the worst dude over the right dude because of one thing. You got this dude right here on the left that had 5 things that have rubbed you the wrong way, and you side-eyeing him the whole time. But this dude on the right was honest with you and told you, listen, in my past, I have had some experiences with men or with a man. And you respect him for telling your truth, but you looking at him sideways because you saying, wait a minute, I don't know if I could deal with a man that didn't have a history with another man. He was honest with you. But what you chose to do is to stick it in with this guy that didn't, went through your purse. You hear me? That from time to time when he get in the mood, he might smoke a little crack. You hear me? Why is it that women are not choosing to fuck up and not down? Fuck down and not up. That's what I'm talking about. Make good decisions with the people that you choose to be with. In my case, when I met my wife, so people can stop saying that, me and my wife's relationship is about money. I have told you all several times, when I met my wife, she was, my wife didn't even have her own car when I met her. And I would say my wife was hunching on me on a mattress on the floor in her best friend's house. You hear me? So I even put myself in that category because when I met my wife, I didn't make the best decisions with her. I think it took me too long to get in order. Even though we've been on and off for about 15 years, I feel like it took me too long to get things in order with her because I should have been with her a while ago. But, like I said, she was a little young. She was getting on my nerves. And sometimes, I'm going to be honest, what I didn't do was tell her what I needed. So the things that was irritating to me, I was like, you know what? She irritated and I'll just check her later. She get on my nerves now. I'll check her later, right? When I wasn't being fair to her and when all I had to do was just tell her, okay, I love her. She's she's everything that I need. But it's 1 or 2 things that get on my nerves. When for real, when I looked at it, I was messing with all these people that had so many things wrong with them. And I was like, I finally came to my senses and was like, wait a minute. My wife has loved me like nobody else has ever loved me before in my life. She is not perfect, neither am I. And then I had to check myself again. Fucking up and not down. Women, we know at the age we're at, we're not our very best. We know this, but we around here chasing what looks perfection or looks like perfection to us. But we not perfect, but we want perfection. How dare us to want to sit there and want perfection? We don't want this guy because he got man hips. Now, I don't know, I don't know, ladies. I don't know how I could take old man hips, like, I don't know. I don't even know if I want a woman with hips bigger than mine and a big old juicy butt. Shout to Lavisa, to them bulldaggers. That is a struggle that I would never, ever understand. I would understand how the hell they getting it on, going on this on over there. I don't know. You got 2 hips. I don't know. That's a struggle. But what I'm saying is, how dare us choose one over another for superficial, shallow BS. You know what I'm saying? Like, you worried about what people going to think about you if you're with this person. You know, so you choose to be with Leroy, who's the cool dude, or the dude that all the girls want, and you ain't the only woman, instead of choosing the dude right here, Vincent Herbert. Now, he ain't perfect, but you know, with a little bit of tweaking, you can make him right. You know what I'm saying? Like, little small things, like, you know, his weight. The fact that he can't close his mouth all the time. That is gross. That's why I say Vincent Herbert. You know, you pick Leroy over Vincent Herbert because Vincent Herbert can't close his mouth. But Leroy is over here, you know, doing the cruddiest things to you. But you choose to stay in there and fight for this relationship with Leroy. And the only problem with Vincent Herbert is that he can't close his mouth. Now, I understand that you don't want to smell breath early in the morning. I understand that, ladies. No, but none of us want to smell breath first thing in the daggone morning. You know, I understand that. You know, but we got to make better choices in life. We really, I think, real talk, ladies, I think it's because we've been so conditioned to deal with negativity and ugliness in life, because like myself, you know, I've had a troubled childhood. You know, I've seen a lot of things growing up in the hood, you know, that became the norm and regular to me, you know, and people don't kind of understand that when you're used to dealing with and maneuvering in tumultuous relationships with your parents, with your siblings, you know, your friends that you dealt with, you can easily fall into dealing in a romantic relationship and be living in a tumultuous situation again, because you're just going from one situation to the next situation because you know how to maneuver when things are messed up. Period. It takes for you to wake up, i.e. fuck up, for you to realize, wait a minute, this isn't right. Just because I've been dealing with this BS my entire life don't mean that that's what I'm supposed to do for the rest of my life. Fucking up is meaning deal with somebody that is equally yoked with you, that has your best interests at heart, that wants to love you and be with you. And no, they may not have the financial situation that you have. Now, I would hope that when I say equally yoked, that you know that spiritually and financially you all are on the same level. But if you meet somebody that is a good person, that is not let's say you know, on the same spectrum as you or the same level as you, know or feel secure with knowing that he has the possibility of being there. Because some of us, child, I keep telling you, that daggone Leroy that has a propensity to smoke crack sometimes, you know, we be like, oh, I believe in Leroy. As soon as he get that monkey off his back, he gonna be a great man. No, leave Leroy ass alone. Leroy want to smoke crack forever and spend up your money and drive your car, girl. We too old for that. You're too old. When you in your 40s and 50s, ladies, know this. If a young dude is on your neck, he don't like you, girl. He just wants you to turn him out. That's fucking down. That's fucking down. Make better choices. Mess with somebody who loves you. It just so happens that my wife, when I met her, she was broke. That's what happened. She was broke. When me and my wife, right before my wife moved down here to Atlanta, she was already working at the Capitol. She was already making her money. I didn't get with her then because I had my own personal situation. So we went our separate ways. Okay? Then I ended up messing with that old DDMF, you know, who really taught me, why am I dealing with this BS? I got somebody that really, really loves me. Let me tell y'all something, and I'm going to end this. So I was with my ex, the dude, the Leo, for about 4 years, right? On and off for him about 2.5, 4 years, something like that. Something like that, right? I can't even remember, child, because I'm trying to put that mess in my past. And I remember driving past the Capitol with me in the car. And I said, my baby used to work there. He was like, what? I said, the nurse. She used to work there. I wonder what she's doing right now. And in that moment, that nigga had cheated on me so bad, y'all, that I could have, karate chopped him in his throat and threw him out his own car. You hear me? And in that moment, that's when I realized, you know what? Why am I taking all this BS from somebody who really don't love me? They really don't even love themselves. For real, I don't even think they love their mother like that. Okay? It's somebody that's here for me, that loves me, or that has always loved me. And I'm sitting here putting up with this nigga's bullshit, and it was on a humble. Like, me and my wife broke up on some BS. We really did. And it was right before, she left to go to Atlanta. It was really some BS. Child, I'll tell that story in a minute. But, child, I was going through a foreclosure at the time. I was, I lost my mom recently. I was just really, really, really out of whack. And I didn't know what I wanted in life. And, child, my wife came down to Atlanta, met her somebody else, went to Atlanta, child. And then as soon as I broke up with my ex, I said, I'm going to call my baby. I want my baby. I'm tired of fucking down. I want to fuck up. I did not know that she was as established, may I say, that she is. I swear to God, I did not know that. But she was good before she came to Atlanta, right? It's just a plus that she ended up being this person. But at any rate, guys, that's what I mean by fucking up and not down. We cannot waste any more of our time chasing behind Leroy. Okay? Now, remember this, the same people you meet on the way up will always be the same people you meet on the way down. Naysayers. My patron loves. House of Nay Rob. If you ever need me, babies, I'm here. Have a good one. Deuce.